everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm not well, but I planned on making this video because I feel that it's a good thing I'm doing and I want to continue doing this. Hopefully students find it beneficial and you can work on the mistakes which I'm doing and you don't do them. So this video is about my interview process of getting into Kristu Jayanti college. Okay, so firstly I filled up the application form, and apparently the round which I got in was the third round. Prior to that, rounds keep happening. Sorry, and excuse me. So the first process is, of course, we have submitted the documents, but they send a date for verifying the documents which you have already submitted, and they need the original one. So they check if the submitted documents are original. If they feel it's not, they'll ask you to get an attested copy, and if you have provided with the original ones and they approve it, you can go to the interview round. So on the date of approval, around that day only, you will get a notice in your e-form that your online application date, online interview date is here. So I had my documents verified, and within 2 days I had my interview scheduled. Now on the day of interview, the timing which was given to me was 8:30. And something which I did not know was that Kristu Jayanti has like entrance test as well. So they'll have English, they'll have general aptitude, and they'll have your subject based questions. You'll have 20 questions in each section, 15 minutes or 10 minutes according to the marks and number of questions. You will get your timings. Okay, so that is literally a short span of maybe 30 minutes max. The problem which I faced was I was not aware that this process would be taking place. So I was not prepared. I was running from here to there to sit with my laptop because I thought it was just an interview. Guys, I would say be prepared with your laptop because you're going to have this process. At least if you're applying for MSc Clinical Psychology. After that, I had to wait for some time, around 1.5 hours. My name was on the 7th or 8th. Not 7th, 8th, I think 11th, 12th in the list. Sorry. And psychology applicants were the maximum number of applicants in Kristu Jayanti. So it was a long wait for people who were at the end of the queue. However, my interview took place around 11:30-ish. So what happened with my situation is, on my day, it was very short interview for some reason. I entered and they had my CGPA, so they asked me about my co-curriculars. So I had done clinical observerships, and I have co-curricular activity interests in my school life, in my college life, so I spoke about that. And it seemed like my CGPA was something that intrigued them a lot. So when I was asked about that you have a very promising CGPA and all. So yeah, I told about how I am a scholarship owner in my graduation. So that impressed them. Now I don't know because of that or not, I was asked just out of the blue questions. I was asked just 2 questions. First question was, what is cognitive neurosciences, and second was, what is environmental psychology. I had that as a part of my curriculum, so I was asked those 2 questions and I could answer them, but I was not very happy. However, within 2 days span, I got an offer letter from Kristu and I got selected in the process. It was not very difficult for me. However, I had gathered some information about it from someone else who I know. So she said that she had like 2 rounds prior to the third round. So in her third round, she was asked what is learning. In her second round, she was actually grilled a lot. She was asked on what is pyromania. She was asked in-depth questions from abnormal psychology, which actually kind of scared me. And I prepared my best as I can. I literally read the DSM. And In her first interview, again, she was asked general psychology based questions. Now, if you are a dropout student, one suggestion should be, please be prepared to be strong and tell your points as to why you have dropped out and what are the things that you have done in order to compensate for that 1 year of dropout, because it's very important. Even considering from my Christ interview experiences, I would say if you are a dropout, please make sure that you have that very strong evidence that you have worked your ass off to actually compensate for that 1 year. You should have that academic excellence, and even if you don't, try to keep your point as in what you have done and how have you tried to make up for that 1 year. Yeah, that was all for my Kristu Jayanti process, and it was very short, it was very quick, and it was a nice experience for me. So yeah, I was actually waiting for something else, due to which I could not confirm my admission. So that was disappointing, but I think in store there are better things in future. So I'm really keeping my hopes up, and a second video will be coming soon about my experiences in Carmel. So stay tuned for that. All the best.